my name is Jenny March, and you're watching The Bubble.
Don't hold back the truth. Remember when I stood up for you? All the games that we'd be playing, feel like we were chasing pavements. Careful who you choose. They tell me that the devil's in the room, but I don't really need much saving. On those cold November nights, I know I'll be alright. It's so obvious, I keep showing up.
Basically, I was always into entertaining as a kid. I started with like dance and acting when I was younger, and I sang all the time. And I originally moved out to California for acting. So I think like meeting people through that kind of just helped me figure out how to like get into the music business out here, because music was always like my number one passion, and I always wanted to somehow get into, music scene. So yeah, that's basically a quick sum of the story. So I haven't been acting for the past couple of years. I've just been solely focusing on my music career. And that's like number one for me. Obviously, if like I randomly got an audition from my manager, she'll like kind of do both sometimes. But if I randomly, booked something, then that's awesome. Like whichever one takes off first. But music is definitely like my main passion and the main thing I want to focus on. Well, I guess for right now, I'm working on my EP, so that's kind of like what I'm doing right now. I'm just still writing a bunch of new music and just picking the ones that I want for my EP. I picked, I think just like it just clicks with you, and like some are just like a little different style-wise. Like I like so many different styles, so for me, it's really hard to pick what songs I want on my EP. And this is my first EP too, so I'm trying to pick like 6 songs. And I'm still writing some, so I'm not like fully picking them all. But I picked my last single, my new single that's coming out November Nights. It's the first one off the EP. And that one I just knew it kind of just like had all of me in the song, and like style wise. And I think I just knew this was like one that I wanted to be on the EP. Like at the beginning of quarantine, I think everybody like posting about like, oh, I'm doing this every day. Like I'm going to do this. Like this is everything I'm doing. I think a lot of people were just also posting what they wanted to do, and not everybody was doing it. But for me, it just overwhelmed me, because I felt like I had to be doing these things at the same pace as everybody else, and realized like that's not gonna work for me in that way, and it's not gonna help me being creative. So once I like figured out like a schedule that works for me, and just getting comfortable with like the routine that I had going on, then it like allowed me to be more creative and just write more. I don't ever try to like force writing, like I'm gonna have to write during this time, like I'm gonna write now. I just kind of like do it when it feels right, and it's like in the moment. I think for me, luckily I had like a really good support system. Like my parents were really supportive since I was younger. I kind of knew what I wanted to do when I was younger. But if your parents aren't able to like help you make the move to like a bigger city, I think that's like number one thing, is like getting yourself out there, like posting, like they want like consistent like posts. They want you to like be consistent, giving out content. But I think also being in a city that is like, LA or New York, or even like Austin, Texas, or, Atlanta, Georgia. I think those are like really big cities, and like they could, you could meet a lot of connections, and something could happen, even if you're starting off as like an intern somewhere. You kind of always have to climb up the ropes, and whichever, if you're trying to be an artist or like on the other side of things, I think it just takes time. But yeah, I just think you just have to dive into it and just be yourself, and just try really hard to make it work. Just keep trying. You can't really give up. Like I've been doing this for so long, and haven't gave up. So I've been having like an Instagram live show every Wednesday at 4 p.m. PST time. I have a new artist come on every week, and I just do a Q&A with them. If they want to ask me questions, they can, but I like have set up of questions that I ask them, and then we each sing 2 to 3 songs each, which is really fun. And I think it's a great way to like share my followers with them. They can like share their followers, will get to meet me. And I think it like just helps both of us as artists and just come together in this time of quarantine and like this horrible time that's going on. But everybody's loved it. I'm getting a lot of people reaching out to like want to do it. So And doing these Zoom interviews was awesome, and I've been doing other live streams too. So I think it's just really cool how the whole music industry has like come together during this time. Hi, my name is Jenny March, and you've just been buzzed.